What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Trev, and I'm back. And I'm making another video. I'm in this winter wonderland we call North Carolina, and we were snowed in today, so I had to call off from work because the roads are terrible. The ice is crazy, and look, look, the sun's thawing out a lot of it, but I couldn't really go anywhere, so I called out, and we couldn't go in today. But I wanted to make this video because I've been thinking about this a lot ever since Trump got elected and everything, and he's been passing these executive orders, and I kind of wanted to put my thoughts together and talk about it as a subject because honestly, I'm more so indifferent to Trump. Like, I'm indifferent to Trump. I'm indifferent to a lot of these things because I don't think in extremes. I think like what's logical, what's best for the people, what's best for me as a regular Joe, and I don't go to extremes. Like, I don't deride celebrities, I don't deride politicians. I don't think they're gonna save my life. I think I'm gonna save my life. But lately, because I work in the Department of Homeland Security, a lot of people, they've been having different opinions about dude, and he just got in office. It's only been 2 days or whatever, right? And to me, I think like some of the stuff he's doing is making sense, but I don't agree with a lot of the stuff because it's a little bit like Nazi-ish. Like, he's like, what the hell was that, bro? Oh my God, there's ice, everything. But some of this stuff is Nazi-ish because I don't agree with rounding people up, even if they are illegal migrants or whatever, because that's wrong, bro. It's wrong to treat people like criminals and all this disgusting, weird, I'm gonna get this guy stuff, because it reminds me of what they did to Japanese people. It reminds me of what they do to black people, and it's just like, I don't agree with that stuff. But I also agree with his statements of law and order and having adults in power and doing what makes sense logically for the country. So I'm at a bit of a crossroads in what I think about Trump, because dude has some good ideas, but he's rich at the end of the day, so he doesn't know how to articulate and relate to the common person like that. But a lot of people, they think in extremes, and they're like, oh, I'm gonna leave the agency, I'm gonna do this, F this, F that. And honestly, we gotta start thinking with our heads, bro. We gotta start thinking with our heads, because if you leave the agency, what job will you have? Like, jobs ain't even hiring like that, and it's better to stick with the government and ride this storm out instead of just thinking on emotion and impulse. Because honestly, if you're indifferent like me, this dude's not going to save your life. So why do all this extraness? Why act this way? Why do this and that? And a lot of people, they don't have the mindset of, oh, let me think logically instead of with my emotions. And I wanted to talk about that because it's like, bro, it's only day 2. Relax, take a chill. I'm not comparing apples to oranges, but already on day 2, he's doing more than what Joe Biden and them have done in 4 years. And he's trying to do different things. And, with things happening, change will happen. And, change is hard. But, if you want to see tangible results, sometimes you got to, test the waters of things. And granted, I don't agree with everything dude's saying, but it's like, give bro a chance. Don't deride him. I especially don't deride him. But, you can't just jump the gun when it comes to things like this, because honestly, it's a little more gray and nuanced than what you think. And when you see certain things in life, you start to understand, like, yo, this is why people think this way, this is why people think that way, and we should do this to find a common ground and a common solution. But it makes me furious when I work with people and they have the dumbest opinions about things that they don't experience or know about. And it's like, they talk about stuff like this, they talk about flat earth, and they just sound dumb. Like, to a logical person, they sound dumb. But when you're around illogical people, it just makes you look like the idiot. But I don't really have an opinion on dude, but if a lot of you have opinions on him, you should just at least see what he has to offer. Because, bro, if I had to compare, he's doing a little bit better than the average person who was president before. Because he's actually, visible. We see him, and, he does different things, even though he takes it to extremes. And he tries to basically posture a little bit, but, he also gets some things done, and he does some things, and he makes shit happen. As much as I don't really care about dude, he makes things happen. And, we got to have an open mind when it comes to people of different races and orientations and all that stuff. Because we can't sit here and say, oh, we got to accept everybody. And then when someone's polarizing, we don't accept them at all. But honestly, I want y'all to understand, like, yo, people are different, bro. People are different, and we should treat them as such, and we should at least hear them out, because we can't fear what we don't understand, and we can't act on impulse all the time. So I'm more so indifferent to him. And also, I'm a little worried myself in some cases, because he's talking about doing this, and that to the Department of Homeland Security. And, you know, I've been a little bit worried, but I've been talking to mentors, and I've been just looking at other jobs and things of that nature too, just as a backup and a precaution. But, you know, I'm locked in with the military, so no matter what he does, you know, it'll affect me regardless. But I'm more so open-minded when it comes to him, and I wanted to just tell you as my viewers, you should be as well, man. And maybe I'll be wrong about this, maybe I'll be right, but, you know, it's better than just sitting there acting like I know everything when I don't. And honestly, it's just, in my opinion, dude is trying, and, you know, there's worse things that could happen. You know, granted, you know, it could still happen, but, you know, I just look at things differently than what other people do. And I was just like, trying to think, I was just in DC and I saw people wilding out, and I'm like, bro, he hasn't done anything yet. Why are y'all wilding out? Why are y'all throwing stuff at innocent people? Why are y'all doing all this nonsense? But, you know, I have a more nauseated opinion about this, because it's like, I'm indifferent to dude, so I can look at things without that tinted window lenses on. So that's mainly what I wanted to talk about. Is like, if you're, you know, Republican, Democrat, neutral like me, you know, have an open mind about things and people, and just try new things, because, you know, that's the reason the world is so messed up. We stay stuck in the same thought process without, you know, thinking of the human condition and how it could change, and how society changes and how we should change. But, you know, that's just my 2 cents on the matter. I wanted to talk about the subject because a lot of people got different opinions, and so do I. But, you know, I'm just going to let it ride out and see how things go with him, and hopefully it's successful, because, you know, I don't wish on anybody's downfall, and I want the world to be a better place. So, you know, that's what I strive for. That's what I fight for every day. But anyway, this is the video I wanted to make. Hopefully you guys like, comment, and subscribe, and y'all take care.